Yo, what is up, lads? Welcome back. By the end of this video, you are going to have an Instagram page that actually makes you a fuck ton of money and blows up your business. I've also just realized how dark it is. I'm sat here with my sunglasses. I'm just come back in from the ocean, but I do like to work in a nice black office with no distraction. But what's going to happen, guys, is when you build your personal brand, which is going to be optimized around business and earning money, you're also going to reap a lot of other rewards as well, which I just want to run you by as we get into this video. So obviously, building a personal brand, which is the key king way to build a business these days. All online businesses are now going to be driven by personal brands. If you don't have one, you're going to get absolutely fucking dominated, right? But what they essentially do is they're going to allow people to get to know, like, and trust you. You may also have some haters, but who gives a fuck, right? You can't be loved by anybody if you're not hated by someone else. So just embrace that. That's totally cool. You've got worldwide visibility and reach, which obviously now means that with an online business, you can cater to people all around the world. Like my businesses help people obviously from the UK, but the US, from Canada, Australia, Europe, Philippines, literally there's pretty much nowhere where we don't have clients, right? It's crazy. So it attracts people worldwide, and obviously you can work with masses of people if you've got a scalable product, which means that you can give more value out to the rest of the world, but you can also receive lots of monetary value back in return because it's simply just a value exchange. Now, it is also great at building authority, okay? Because online is no different to in person, guys. Like, if you walk around your hometown, there will be certain people who have more presence, they have more authority, they have more credibility because maybe they have businesses in that area and they're wealthy and they drive certain cars, da 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 da. Well, online it's no different. You need to build your authority, credibility, and increase your status. And obviously, building a personal brand is the key to doing that. So, by doing that, you are going to gain respect from high value men and open doors for networking because your network is your net worth, right? Like I'll be completely straight, guys. Like if I get a message from a guy and I go on his Instagram page and there's just like one pic of him there like holding a beer like that, and he messages me like, "Yo Tom, I'm coming on holiday to Dubai for like 3 days, bro, let's link up, man, we'll chat business." I'm like, no, right? Like it just doesn't work like that because there's got to be a value exchange. A guy to a guy, they want to know that, oh, this guy's another savage, this guy's another killer. And a personal brand is going to be your business card to other guys from a networking standpoint, which showcases your value and whether or not you're actually going to link up and network. All right. And you're going to get people inbound you. You're going to get a lot of lads inbound you as a byproduct of having a good personal brand. But you've got to remember, if you want to outbound to people to link up, if you see other people, you've got to have a good page. Otherwise, no one's replying because everything is just a value exchange, right? Obviously, as well, when you win at life and when you win at business and when you're attracting high quality lads for networking, you're also just naturally going to win with women. This is why I say, don't try to go after women. Don't optimize like how to get women. Optimize at how to win in life, how to build a business, and you will win with women, right? Because if you've got a personal brand and you've got a business and then you've got the physique, you've got the lifestyle, you've got the money, you've got the network of guys, well, now you've just got a business card slapped on Instagram where women hang out all day anyway, and your social status is now bigger, you've got more presence online. And I always say this, guys, if they can't see you, you don't exist. And this is, again, guys, this is no different to if you're in person, right? If you are in a bar and nothing about you stands out, there might be 100 guys in a bar who have a fucking dick, but most chicks only see 3 people. They see the guy who looks good, who's got a physique, who's probably wearing a nice watch, some nice clothes, got presence, got aura as he walks around. He's got status in the room, right? If you've got an Instagram page, but you've got no status, you've got no reach, you've got no visibility to an audience, you're not getting seen, right? And you're going to be there in their inboxes trying to reply to all the stories, da 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 da. get ignored. They don't even see you. They just get chucked in requests. They go, what a loser. Or the same guy can build up his Instagram page, have a business, and now you're getting inbounded by the same people that would be ignoring you. I've seen this before. I've had so many clients who are top end guys. You know, they've worked on the physique and everything, but they just have a shit personal brand. And the same guys then build the personal brand, and the same chicks that were ignoring them are now sliding in, right? It's crazy. I see this with clients. I see this with mates of mine all the time as we build up their pages. So let's get stuck in, right? I don't want to mess around. This is going to be a little bit of a Instagram masterclass. We're going to fly straight through. So first thing you need to do, guys, I'm not going to mess around. Username, right? It's simple, right? Don't be a fucking douchebag. Don't be a lemon. And don't have, like, my name is Tom Pearson. I'm not going to have Lemon, Jameson, Strike. Like, some people just have the most random Tourette's fucked up names ever. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? No one wants to come on your page, right? So get a good username and just make it your name. Don't have loads of retarded shit. Try to avoid tons of underscores and bullshit. Just try and get it as close to your name as possible, right? I can't get Tom Pearson, unfortunately, but I can get Tom D. Pearson. My middle name is David, right? What a fucking G. Name. So the name section, you can see here, guys, where it says Tom Pearson. We want that, our name. Some guys, you know, who might be, you know, like my main original business was physique coaching, and then obviously I've evolved through the years from there. But you don't need to put like, oh, that you're a coach and you're like, it's just a fucking ick, right? You want to, like, you're a person. The whole point in a personal brand is you're a person. Just put your fucking name, right? And then we can manipulate the bio a little bit to talk about what you do. And there is different options from there. So the label bit, where in blue it says entrepreneur, that's optional. You could put entrepreneur, you could put coach, you can even hide the label. I change it up. I change mine up, right? At the minute, I've got entrepreneur in, but it doesn't really matter. Just put nothing or put what you are. Bio, right? I have option one. There's two ways you can go about this. I have option one, which is curiosity and minimalistic. So strike first, strike fast. That's something I run by. It's actually a quote from 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene, which is a fucking savagery book for any of you boys who are watching. Robert Greene is a fucking G, right? Life is just one big fucking battlefield, guys. And you've got to strike first and you've got to strike fast. Speed wins all the time. If you are operating slow, don't complain when the winds come slow, right? So strike first, strike fast. That's what it's all about. Be the first ones in. You know, it's like people will do this, right? With the personal brands, for example, and they'll be like, in 6 years' time, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to start building. Guys, you missed out. 6 years, you could have been doing fucking 7-8 figures online by then. Like, get to it. Like, the best time to start anything is now. Doesn't matter whether it's your fitness, it doesn't matter whether it's your business, your personal brand, whatever. And then I've put turn your flaws into strengths, turn your strengths into coins, which is effectively just a little bit of a slogan I've made for my business. Again, there's curiosity there though, but effectively what that means is turn your weaknesses into strengths. So that's alchemy of self. Okay. Alchemy back in the day is like lead into precious metals and stuff like that. It's like turning your weaknesses into strengths, becoming the best version of yourself. So I obviously coach people, for any of you guys who don't know me, from taking them from like average to elite, all right, building their very best physiques, building their best mindset, extreme personal development, and then same with their business, online businesses, coaching businesses, course creators, consultancy businesses, and blowing up their personal brands, not just from a follower standpoint, but from a monetary standpoint. My page will turn over 50x what most guys with $1 million will do, right? That's just facts, right? So, curiosity, minimalistic. That's what I do. Got a bit of a slogan there. It's cool. It's unique to me. No one else is going to have it anywhere. I like that. So guys, don't copy me because it's not going to make you money. Go and make your own stuff. Or option two, in my opinion, the option two is better for guys who are just starting out. And it's a little bit more straight to the point where you don't quite have as much authority on social media yet, and you might just have a few hundred followers, a few thousand followers, you're not established or known in an industry for what you do. And I would be more inclined to tell people. So I might put physique and mindset coach. I might put, I help lads go from average to elite. All sorts of statements like this. It might be if you're an FX trader, it may be, I help lads build a life of financial location freedom using Forex. Whatever it might be, guys, whatever your business, whatever you offer, tell them. Just tell people your offers, right? I think at the start, that's probably the best way to go. And then you can come a little bit more minimal over time. And then links, right? Instagram actually has a feature, guys, these days where you can actually utilize their own stuff. So you used to be able to only put in, if you can see here, you used to be only able to put in one link. Now you can put in multiple, and you can actually use images as well. So you can see here, when you press on my links, it actually does a little pop-up in the order I want. So I've got my YouTube at the top there with a recent video where I was doing a breakdown on how I made 21,000 UK in one day from my personal brand. So obviously that just allows people to go and watch a video for free and take a lot of value, right? Always optimize to give before you ask. That's my motto, right? Give, then ask, right? So let them watch a nice YouTube video. Then I've obviously got there straight away, also states to people what I do. I've got my CEO coaching, which is the online business and personal brand. Doesn't matter whether that's someone completely starting out, they've just got an idea, they want to get into space, they want to leave a 9 to 5. We'll build everything, launch their offers, marketing, content strategy, sales systems, build, scale the business, get them out of the job, build a business where they can live wherever they want. Or within that, within the same inquiry, we've got the elite CEO, which is guys who are already doing like 15K a month plus, scaling up to the 7-figure marker. Okay, a few of those guys are actually out in Dubai now. Another guy is actually moving out, and one of the CEO guys is moving out Saturday, I believe, coming out to Dubai. Sick. I love seeing the guys just take it to a new level. And then we've got the elite physique and mindset, which is what I would deem as my phase 1. So guys who haven't gone all in on themselves yet, building the best self, physique, mindset, personal development. The online biz and personal brand actually includes the physique and mindset stuff for free, because I'm like, this is non-negotiable, guys. If you're building a business, you're building a personal brand, you need to look fucking good. We're going to talk about this in a minute, right? So it's non-negotiable. You've got to have the baseline habits in, and then you stack the business stuff on top. But if you want to do all of it together, online biz and personal brand, then I've got my Inner Circle daily newsletter. I fire emails out daily. Again, never asking, simply just give. I spray out just huge emails every morning on just mindset value, business value, physique value, dating and relationships value, travel value. Everything that I know my audience are into, I'm going to get them hyped. They're going to wake up every single morning. I'll type it at like 3:30, 4 a.m. once I'm up. And they're going to wake up to a savage email, which is just going to get them on a high frequency for the rest of the day. So I'd recommend any of you guys jumping in that, right? And then at the bottom, you can see it says Electo1. That's actually my business name. Obviously, I run all my business from my personal brand, right? What I don't do is have my business page as my main marketer. I am my business, and then I've got my products, right? So electo1.comi. Now I've put here, you can see Comi link, right? I'm going to show you how to set this up in a minute. This is effectively like some of you guys may have heard of like a links or a link tree. Comi is just, in my opinion, a better version of a link tree. So I'm going to show you how I would set that up here, so you can get straight in. So again, as you've already seen, some of the stuff, some of the links, newsletter at the top. I would put anything that's free at the front. Like I said, optimize to give, right? Give them the daily newsletter, let them have that daily value, updates on if there's anything new coming with the business. Just let people get stuff for free, right? Just give, right? You are only ever going to receive once you've given. Then you have got free resources. So I've got a free webinar there on how to get your first 10 clients, and a free webinar. It's actually not a free guide on high value man self-mastery guide, right? You can see here, I've put on the free resources, how to or done for you. So the how to is the how to get your first 10 clients. It's a webinar, okay? And this is going to be usually for a slightly more premium product at a slightly higher price point, because now people need to watch and learn, and it's going to be related to one of your products at a higher thing. So obviously this is related to my CEO program where we build and scale businesses, but this is almost like a free video webinar on how to at least get started with that. And then high value man, self-mastery. That's related obviously to my elite physique and mindset, right? Free, done for you. There's training programs in there, nutrition programs, habits, everything, boom, boom, boom. And nice and easy for people. Then I've got my coaching links, building online business and personal brand, building elite physique and mindset. Then I've got my YouTube. If you've got YouTube or Rumbles, I've got 2 channels. I've actually just made a new channel, TP Off Record, which is going to be the behind the scenes vlogs and get you guys in on what actually goes down besides just the work grind. Because I mean, some of the stuff we do on a daily basis and then no one even sees it, especially from like a long form standpoint. So we're going to get that made. And then I've got my Instagram at the bottom. If you've got a Twitter account, you could put that there, but it's effectively free stuff, coaching, YouTube. All right, nice and simple. Now, feed. Let's get to the actual personal stuff and the stuff that's going to be out there. So my motto with this is turn your dreams into reality, making your feed your vision board. Your feed that's on your Instagram should be your vision board, and definitely who you could potentially help, your followers' vision board, right? So if you almost like go on Pinterest right now and Instagram profiles of guys who are living a life you'd want, and go and just screenshot it all and go on an app called like In Preview, and you put together a vision board profile, just work towards creating that for your Instagram. Like my feed now, this is just like 2 swipes from my feed. Like this is literally what my vision board were. Like now we're taking it to complete new heights, right? Moving forwards from here, but this would have been my vision board. It's actually ahead of where my vision board would have been. I mean, I'm only 24 now, and I know at 20, my goal was just to have my goal was to have moved to Dubai by 30. I moved to Dubai at 22, right? I was doing 10 grand a month in my first 6 months in business, right? Like shit happens fast when you invest in yourself and you get the right circle of people around you. So the first thing you can see there is we've got pinned posts. There's a pic of me there working, pic of me post-workout in the gym, looking all naughty and pumped up, and then just a pic of me outside my villa in Bali. I'm in Dubai at the moment. I'm actually letting go of this place. Have let go of this place now. But effectively, lifestyle, physique, business, right? So this is what I would do. I would go, if you don't have pics already, guys, to pin, I would literally go and I'd be like, right, get a pic of me working, right? Get a pic of you looking fucking shit hot, right? It's going to demand respect. Like if we think about it, right, we think we're a business owner and we're trying to attract people for our business, right? You want to show that you can look after yourself. If you can't look after yourself, how the fuck are you going to look after anybody else, no matter what your business? I don't care if you've got an agency business, consultancy business, coaching business, even if it's nothing to do with fitness, it doesn't matter, right? You need to just be a high value man, right? If you want to grow a business. So a lot of this, guys, about taking your personal brand and your Instagram to the next level is about who you become. You've really got to sit and go hard on who you actually want to become, and put some daily non-negotiables in place every day to actually make you become him. That would make it unreasonable you don't. So the business, the fitness, the lifestyle, straight away it tells people as soon as they hit the page, right, this guy's got his shit together. This guy makes good decisions. This guy's on his grind. I respect this guy. People are going to respect the fitness because you can't buy it. People are then going to respect the lifestyle because they know that also takes discipline to, that villa there was like $15,000 a month. People respect it because they can see it, right? That villa below it, you can see it's not a pinned one. This was like $25,000 a month, this one. And then pick here, right? So show it, right? And if you're not at a stage where you're doing that, maybe it's even you're just in a hotel lobby smoking a cigar or, having a Diet Coke. It doesn't matter. Just get some nice lifestyle pics. It doesn't matter, right? Something to do with work, something to do with your fitness, and something to do with your lifestyle. It's going to give people an overall feel for who you are in your level of personal development. Then your feed, you can get stuck into it. You can see mine here, right? Carousels is something I would recommend for images, including fitness, business, travel, women. One thing I would say, like obviously if you've got a missus, you can see here, this is me with my missus. Got my arms around it, but also if you can get in some like more candid stuff, you can see my missus here with another chick outside Burj Al Arab at one of the day clubs we were at last weekend. That was like $7,000 for me to take them there. So get it on the feed, right? People know this shit's not cheap, right? Get it out. This is me taking my missus out for breakfast, right? But also here, like she's just there chilling behind me. Pick. You don't want to look. It cringes me out. Like some guys have the fucking girl in the bio and like all around the feed they're there like, oh my God, beautiful girl. Oh my God, this is my wife. I'm like, oh my God. Please don't do that, guys. Just like, look, get your chick on the feed, plaster it around. I mean, it's gonna help. Like, fuck me, right? If I didn't have a fucking good chick around me, it doesn't have to be a missus, but like if I didn't have good chicks around me and I was looking at my feed, I wouldn't invest in me. Like when I'm investing in someone, I want to know they've got the sickest life. I want to know they've got sick physique and fitness. So they've got a good mindset, good habits. They can look after themselves. I know they've got a good lifestyle. And I want to know they've got access to chicks because, again, it shows me that they're good at what they do. Obviously, this is dependent on what they're selling, but showcasing chicks is going to be really important, especially if you are marketing to men. And, I mean, having more chicks never gets you less chicks. That's one thing I will say, right? I tell my missus that. I'm like, look, having you around is only going to get me more chicks. Like, that's how it works. So fitness, business, travel, women, property, cars, watches, you'll see in some of these pics. I've got one of my nice watches on. Got the villas poked in there. Activities, so you can see like I'm in the buggies in Dubai a little bit. I've got stuff like jet skis. All cool stuff, right? And then also just drop in stuff like pillars that are aligned with your products and services. So if you do a little bit of trading, for example, put in some trading. If you do real estate, put in some real estate. If you do, you could do anything. You could be a knitter for all I care, bro, and chuck in some knitting, a little jumper for your baby nephew, right? I don't care. But get stuff in so it's like, it's personal. I want it to be you, not your product. Because like I am Tom Pearson, I am my brand, but my feed isn't my products. But I want it to be aligned with, like it should be a vision board that would be attractive to someone that would want the results from my product. Because my products help people get to my life. They help them build their physique and mindset, which gets me to this point. And I help them with their personal brand and business to actually build this lifestyle, right? So your feed should be the outcome from your products. Right? My goal is just get everyone up to where I am, and then I keep progressing and everyone just keeps following me up. That's all we do, right? So that's feed, right? I want to keep it nice and simple. Take your lifestyle with what it is, right? Just show the nice bits, right? Like it's very easy the further through life you get, and like I'm now at a position where like my life's just fucking sick, so like it's very easy to show. But if you're starting out, like when I started out a few years ago, guys, like you know, you've just got to, it might just be I show a hotel if I go out, or if I go to a restaurant with a girl, or if I'm just, you know, out at a dinner or whatever with mates. Like just get pics, be intentional. Like if you don't post it, you know, it didn't happen. So just get in a routine of getting content wherever you go. Get, you know, hopefully you've got a mate or a chick around, or even if it's your fucking mom, just get pics, guys. Like you need to do this, guys. Right, so the feed is going to be mainly like authority position. It's going to be the vision board. It shows you you're good, right? Because even if we go back, like, for example, if I've got my products, physique and mindset, right, which has been my main product over the last 4 years, and now this year we've had the CEO product as well, which is the personal brand and business. And I'm showing my lifestyle. Well, there's a lot of social proof I'm good at what I do when I've got a sick physique, but there's also a lot of social proof I'm good at what I do when people see my lifestyle and they're like, fuck, that probably costs like just baseline from what I can see. Like it looks like he's got to be spending like, I mean, I must spend at least 40K a month on just life, right? between my rent and just lifestyle and food and whatever. So how would I pay for that if I was shit at what I did, right? I can only pay for that because I've got a fucking good business with the best product in the game from a physique and mindset standpoint that gets guys through career performance, and then obviously my CEO as well, right? Like, it's authority, because if there's a guy saying he's got a product and he lives a shit life, I'm like, you can't be that good, right? It's that simple. So you've got to use it, guys, to your advantage and play on that. Reels are going to be mainly now for growth. Now, times have actually changed recently. Reels are now being pushed a lot more for growth. In my early days, my images used to grow me a lot, in all honesty, whereas now images are mainly just more like positioning, and they just get pushed to more like your followers. And reels are being absolutely pumped out so to non-followers, and you got to leverage that. So what I would do is, I put here, by the way, feed 3 times per week posts. What I would do for reels is I would post daily. Okay, I would aim to post daily. Obviously, you got to start from the floor up. It might just start with some Instagram stories every day, but get to the point where you're doing a reel daily, because that's going to be one of your growth non-negotiables. And I would make 5 of them growth focused, i.e., deliberately and intentional about going out and trying to push more virality and get seen by new people, aligned with the audience you want to help. And then 2 a week, which are more nurture. So the growth ones, there's a few ways you can do this. I've got my favorites on what worked the best for me. I've put the 3 main ones here, and you got to play around with what's going to work for you. I would just trial all of them, see which ones start popping, and then just once you find the ones that start popping, just run with that one 5 times a week. So one option is just like one shot. It might just be you literally just in a heavy set in the gym. It might literally be you walking through a city and someone's filming you third person as you're just walking through. You might be, there's one of me that's gone big and I'm just literally in a mirror, physique, post-workout. There's a couple of me just doing all sorts of stuff, just on my phone, sat by the pool outside my villa that went big, right? And it was just one shot, like a 5 to 15 second reel, sometimes like a 1 second reel, right? I would say 0 to 15 second reel, one shot with just an audio that fits nicely, and then a nice caption, which could be, I like to use quotes, like short quotes that I just feel is unique to me and authentic to me, that's just fitting for my audience and who I am. Or sometimes I might, like, if I've seen a quote in a book, I might use something like that. B-roll lifestyle. So this is where, like, all the time you're on your phone, you're getting clips of everything and you're piecing them together on the Instagram app, and it's like bum, 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 and it might look like you're in all these different places in like 6 seconds. They do well with audio and a nice caption. And then sometimes you can do one which is just like one shot and it's just got like a piece of text in the middle, which would be like relatable to your audience, shareable. I think this one on the page actually here, the piece on the left, is a growth piece of content. I think I put a quote on that one actually, and it said something like, when you open up a boutique coffee shop for your missus to keep her sweet and happy that loses 25K a month just because you can. That butchered that, but something like that. So my audience who want to be, very wealthy and want to have a chick where they can just throw money and they don't give a fuck because they're so loaded, right? Like, that's relatable to that audience, and it's also going to grow because it's a bit controversial. Like, all the coffee shop owners were like, yeah, you're devaluing the fact that a coffee shop's really hard. Why are you making us look like idiots? And I was like, shut the fuck up, right? Like, it's a fucking joke, right? But that's what you need, right? If you say stuff that's going to be loved by everybody, you're going to be loved by nobody, technically. You got to get a little bit controversial. It's not even controversial. Just speak your opinions, right? Most people are just fucking fags. Like, learn to find your voice, learn to be authentic, speak your mind, hold nothing back. So fucking what? Like, if people watch my videos and they go, Tom, you're a prick, I'm like, thank you, buddy. And if someone's like, yeah, man, I relate, I'm like, sick, bro. Let's get you to the top, man. It's that simple, right? Don't try and please everybody. Just be you. Like, every lad, we got hundreds of guys in our business, right? All killing it. Every single one of them I fucking love on a personal level, have good chats with. Why? Because they already knew me before I knew them, and we get on because they already knew what I was actually like. And frequencies only operate on the same level, so people that hate me are just on a lower frequency, right? Nurture stuff. This is like the one on the right. So this is, I would like, if you've been on a podcast or anything like that, or you've got long form, high quality cinematic YouTube videos. You might pull some short clips and put some audio and captions on. Or like this one was just an example of like an authentic speaking, value aligned post. So this was me just literally walking down outside my place in Dubai, and I was just chatting. I was just giving some value. I think I was talking about like how one huge skill is curiosity. And, you know, I know plenty of guys that are all doing, you know, even doing 6 figures in a day. And they're still curious. They all still ask everyone questions and they want to know more. It's about dropping your ego. And this is like valuable mindset stuff and giving people an insight into the conversations I have and the mindset I have to people who want to get here, right? So just giving value. Again, just give, and not even asking. So that's the real side of things. Leverage them for growth. And with these, like, just the one shots, it's just sharing all the cool stuff. Like, I'll give you a list here of all the videos I've got that are ready to post. So I've got like a video of me in the back of a chauffeur car in Dubai. I've got a chauffeur driver driving supercar, me focusing, just working on like work calls. I've got a video of me ragging the buggies round, me doing press ups outside, me doing like a top set training, me relaxing at a day club, me on a yacht, poolside, me in a hotel walking through reception, all sorts of stuff, guys. Could be me networking with mates. It could just be videos. It's basically like your reels for growth should be like allowing people to see into your life. It's almost like a reality TV show of the best bets, right? That's how you want to structure your reels, especially now with the way Instagram's going, right? Like I used to do a lot of nurture stuff in my reels and growth in my feed, but things are changing. So I've actually switched now to feed as just positioning only. The reels are for growth and just a little bit of nurturing, because we can do all the nurturing in the stories, okay? So I would run a bit of a blueprint, right? I've just written down like a quick, these slides, guys, by the way, are actually slides from my CEO course. Obviously, that's a coaching model, but they get a course with like 150 videos in as well. These are just slides actually from one of the Instagram pieces. And the blueprint, guys, is every day just showing what you do. It's like you got the feed, this is like my life, but it's like now behind the scenes, like, okay, this is how I actually acquire it. So anyone that follows me on Instagram, they're going to see some form of quote every day. So share like a reading quote and you can reflect on it. So it could be just like a quote, like imagine you were zooming in on a book, you can see down here. Imagine the quote said, you can't help someone to the top of the mountain unless you've climbed the mountain first. That might be a quote in a book. And you might be like, guys, stop trying to be so selfless before you've accomplished anything. Right now, you're trying to help people whilst you're still not where you need to be. Focus on the self-development. Focus on becoming who you need to be. Focus on building your wealth. And then you'll be able to help people because you're an asset. That might just be like a reflection, hypothetically. The wake-up post might be like jumping, like I've got clients who are, like I've got one guy who's like a bodybuilder and he works with bodybuilding clients. So like his morning wake up is he just films himself standing on the scales in the morning and you get to see his body weight every morning. Some guys, it's just the sunrise. They live in Bali, they live in Dubai and they want to see the sunrise. It might be press ups. It might be the shower coming on and it says like 4 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. and you're like, fuck, these guys are on it. Show it. If you're up early, if you've got the coffee machine on, get it shown. Also behind the scenes, you can see here, like, show your nutrition. So this is one of my meals, the anti-simp meal, no more fucking soy. Eggs, steak, sourdough, get the real shit in, guys. People want to see it, yeah? Training. This is a video of me in the gym doing a failure stat on some press-ups at the end of a push session. Some high value speaking stuff. So this might just be on the camera and imagine like now me, I'm just speaking to you guys. Just give some value. This is really, really important, right? Because you want them to know you. Like pictures are cool, reels are cool, but you want your audience to get to know you on a very personal level. Obviously it's very easy in long form because they're listening to you, but they want to build that connection and you should be giving them value on stories in your Instagram. And then also just a bit of the lifestyle, make it a bit of a TV show. So you can see here, for example, I've got me outside and my missus is there, basically went fuck all, just sunbathing. I'm like, this was on like a Tuesday afternoon and I remember doing a speaking stuff after this, like, guys, this is a fucking Tuesday. What the fuck are you doing? right? Like, just show people, inspire people. Because that, to me, if I saw that when I was back in my 9 to 5 in the rain in a factory being an engineer, and I saw that on someone's story, I'd have been like, fuck, dickhead. And I'd have been hyped to go get it. You know, that's why I'm here today, because I've seen, you know, I was inspired. I didn't get jealous. And I invested in myself. I went and found coaches, mentors to get where I needed to be. You can see here the jet ski. Out on a jet ski in front of Atlantis the Palm, just a couple of minutes from my place. Out here shopping in Loro Piana, picking up a couple of pairs of trainers. Like, show people behind the scenes. This is one thing I didn't used to do enough of. Like, there, I probably spent like $5,000 on 2 pairs of trainers in Loro Piana, and there was times when I didn't show that, you know, and it's inspiring. Show people, like, if you're doing it, don't go and do stuff to just put it on your story. That's the biggest waste ever. That would be a fucking expensive Instagram story. But if you're doing shit that's inspiring, you know, that's valuable. Like, inspiration is value, guys. So show it if you're doing it, right? There you can see me outside Cartier, Hermes, Rolex, Dubai Mall on a bit of a shopping trip. You got me here with one of my CEO clients on a weekly call. We've built him his big agency business out and showing it. I've got results down here as well. You know, you can see I've put here call to actions, product awareness. That's showing guys, look, I'm working with guys. So I'll share a few of my calls on my stories, testimonials. You can see some results. You can see here, link to apply. You know, if you want to get in a circle of lads walking the walk right now, lads who will actually call you up to your potential, not simp around, drink beer with you. Get inside the year one, right? Come get in, right? Because we don't fucking miss in here. So that's how I'm using my stories, guys, right? I hope that makes a lot of sense, right? And then with stories, what we can also do is leverage the highlights. So what we want to then do is we want to go and pick your best stories and we want to put them in the highlights. What this also does, guys, is it actually helps people figure out more about your brand, because you're going to be a personal brand and they come to your feed and it's like, okay, it's just Tom Pearson. Straight away, people can land and get a feel because they come to my highlights and they're like, oh, the lads. They see a transformation on there and they go and check out some results. And inside there, they're going to see some results from some of our elite physique and mindset clients. Are going to see some results from our CEO clients. And there's going to be all sorts of value in that. Then I've got the lifestyle stuff of me in Dubai. I've got my YouTube, some of the YouTube video links, and they can be like, oh, this guy's got YouTube. Then head over to YouTube. I've got a Q&A which answers lots of nice questions for people, which again allows people to get to know me as soon as they land, because my feed's just going to be pretty much positioning. So as soon as they then land, they can press Q&A and they're like, oh, now I feel like I know him. I've just heard him speak. I feel like I get to know him. And then I've got testimonials. So this is going to be where there's, you know, guys who are just like, Tom, can I film you a testimonial? And just sharing how much my products, how much my services have changed their life. You know, whether that's with our physique and mindset program or whether our business and personal brand program. There's going to be, and there's screenshots and stuff of guys saying, look, we just done 10 grand in a day, just had my first 25K month, you know, never felt this confident, all sorts of crazy stuff, right? Guys, that's it. Keep it really fucking simple. This is just an overview running through some of the slides I've got put together from our CEO course. All right, let's get stuck in. Get that profile optimized. Don't hang off on this, guys. You need this now. Like, any single one of you, if you've ever overcome a problem with anything and you figured out a solution to it, and there's now people behind you, help them with it, right? Build your personal brand, make some unique offers, make some services, right? If you do want to do that to the highest level, you can obviously check out our CEO, right? You can put an inquiry in and we can have a chat and we can see if it's a fit. If it's not a fit, that's totally fine. And what I would suggest is you just keep watching more YouTube videos, or you check out this webinar here, how to get your first 10 clients, right? But if you are serious and you're committed, and you're not someone that just wants to, you know, loll around, and you're like I were back in the day to get here, and just serious and like, right, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Well, then you can fire an inquiry in, and if I think you're, you know, very committed, we'll let you in. But we do keep it very limited and exclusive, simply just because we don't want mold in there. We need driven motherfuckers. It's a circle. It's a fucking community of guys where we're all jumping on calls and we're talking fucking mindset, we're talking physique, we're talking business, we're talking personal brand, we're talking making fucking money and getting to the top, nothing less than the top. Guys, I hope you found that massively valuable. If you did, please like, subscribe to the channel, check out my Instagram at Tom D. Pearson, and I will see you guys in the next video.